Hello, everybody, and welcome to First Ring Daily.
Dun, dun, dun.
All right, so we made it to CES.
Yeah,
Got our
that's
badges.
Pretty much the end of the good news.
Yep.
Yeah.
So tomorrow's going to be a lot of gadgetry and stuff. And actually, Mahidi,
Still Mahedi.
still Mahedi, has posted up a lot of good stuff. And we're going to get a lot of hands-on tomorrow is actually pretty much the objective.
I don't know why I just turned into the tingler there for a second.
Paul has had a lot of wine.
I had a lot of whiskey, actually. So you missed the first 2/3 of that evening.
Well, I appreciate you inviting me.
I did eventually invite you.
But one thing I do want to point out that is actually, I believe, worth discussing here. So, Cortana, a little interesting right now. So, if you're not a parent of the news, many vendors such as HP, Acer, and other guys announced that they're going to be shipping PCs with Alexa
That's not Cortana.
built in,
Yeah.
and this doesn't feel good. I mean, if you're a Cortana fan, Microsoft fan, Microsoft obviously had Cortana for a long time before many of these other players came to market for a little bit. They obviously have a significant advantage on the back-end technology, but they've been extremely slow to, let's just say, move it from beyond the PC.
Extremely slow as we could end that statement. What this reminds me of is when PC makers used to bundle different default browsers and Windows.
Yeah.
Right? It's kind of similar. So you can be cynical about it if you want, but I mean, ultimately, it's about giving customers what they're asking for, and what they're asking for is not Cortana.
Yeah, which puts Cortana in an interesting position, and Microsoft, because imagine if the conversation becomes buy a Surface laptop because you get Cortana. It's
Well, we've witnessed this, right? So, for example, the Philips Hue lights that we both have.
Yep.
Cortana supports some of the basic functionality, but not the notions of like Hue light rooms and so forth.
Yeah.
Alexa does, and Google Home or Google Assistant does. And I guess we could wait for Microsoft to catch up, but haven't we kind of played this game before? I mean, we know how it ends.
Yeah, so this is going to be the interesting thing to watch. The other thing that are coming out is that Samsung is shoving Bixby into everything. They announced a refrigerator with it. I'd imagine any Samsung TV is going to be shipping with Bixby in it. I imagine any laptop from Samsung is now going to be shipping with Bixby in it as well. Google has spent a significant quantity of cash on every single advertisement possible that is digital.
We got to get some shots of this.
We've already taken some photos.
I've taken a couple, but the Google Assistant advertising in Vegas is pervasive. It is
everywhere,
unavoidable. Like, it's impossible you would come to Vegas now and not see it. It's probably the number one thing that I think people will remember.
Yeah, and so tomorrow actually kicks off the show, and there's a lot of things. There's Dell, Lenovo. We're going to go see some HP stuff tonight, and I'll be obviously looking out for that tomorrow. But the show is just beginning, and it's getting a little interesting from the digital AI personas. I mean, we don't know what the.
I mean, I barely stepped off the
happening.
plane, and I was like, "This is clearly the story of the show."
Yeah,
is digital assistants.
And
I didn't even have the whole story by that point.
And so, if you're a premium member, I definitely go recommend. I wrote up a post, not even kind of tied to this, but it was death by 1,000 digital assistants. Because there are so many, and now we're kind of starting to see Microsoft be like, what's going on? We've got Bixby, we've got Siri, we've got Google, we've got, who am I missing? Alexa. There's not enough room for all these guys. There's got to be some consolidation. I will give Microsoft some credit, though. I think that the relationship they're trying to establish with Alexa might pay serious dividends long term if they can play their cards right. But we don't fully know the whole story yet because they didn't ship it. They missed their 12/31 deadline. And here we are. Hopefully we'll hear something this week.
I think Microsoft gives up. I really do. I think you're going to see Alexa integration.
Yeah.
That's how it's going to go. We'll see. But that's
it's early in the week.
That's what it looks like. It's Monday. That's how it looks.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
It's Monday. Paul and I have been flying. You got anything else for today, Paul?
No, I mean, we've got a kind of a busy week. Like you said, we're going to an event tonight. There'll have a bunch of people, companies at it, including HP and many others. We've got meetings all day tomorrow, various PC makers, hardware makers, and so forth. And we'll do it again on Wednesday. And I think Wednesday is the day we're going to go to the show, right? We're actually going to spend some time on the show floor and hate ourselves in the process.
Yeah, for those who aren't aware, there's the main Las Vegas Convention Center hall, which is where everything is.
Yep.
But also at the Venetian is where like Lenovo, Dell, HP, Intel, all these guys kind of hang out, and they have they quite literally take over.
Areas.
Yeah, they take over bars. I'm not even
restaurants. Yeah,
yeah,
that's true.
And then they put up their products, and so that's where we're going to hit tomorrow because Paul and I are very interested to see what the trends are in the laptops. Like, is USB Type-C going to be there? Obviously, we think Radeon graphics are going to be a big thing with Intel, and kind of see where the laptop market is heading and this digital assistant stuff, and kind of get their take on what is the market. Because I think HP, Lenovo, and these guys are going to have a real honest take about Cortana and Alexa and Google Assistant. So.
Also, whatever it's worth, I mean, Microsoft doesn't have an official presence at the show, but they're actually here every year. We were with them last year. We'll see them this year.
Yep.
So there may be some news on the Microsoft front too. We'll see.
We'll see. All right, guys, we're going to shut it down today. This episode is brought to you by Cloudberry Labs. Check them out at Cloudberry Labs. Go give them a Google, a Bing, or whatever, and they will make your life a little bit better, I promise. But we'll catch you right back here next time on First Ring Daily.